Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Norristown Eagles Gymnasium. For this, Frank, our first league game of the year, facing the Bucks of Central, Bucks West. And one of the things that stood out to me when I looked at warm-ups right away is that when the Central Bucks West team came out, there were only 6 players there. You might tell our fans where their team is.
Well, Jim, I think many of our fans probably know their football team is playing for the state championship tomorrow. And some of their basketball players also play on the football team.
Yeah, you notice very quickly that what they did was fill in from some of their JV squad. But we did notice that 3 of their starters were players that made heavy contributions last year. So the Eagles of Norristown certainly are not facing a rookie team or an inexperienced team in this, their first league game.
Yeah, last year I think they only started 1 senior. Now I don't know how many of the players, the important players, are on the football, but they should have a very experienced ball club.
One of the things we want to look for, Frank, tonight, I think, is how the Eagles fare after what happened last week. 17-point halftime lead, whittled down, where Downingtown actually had a chance to win the game getting the last shot.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head last week when you said it was a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde team. Against PW, we looked unbeatable for the entire game. It was just the opposite against Penwood. And then we come out against Downingtown. The first half, we look like we're blowing them away. Then the second half, we almost threw the game away.
And Frank, off our first 3 games, we are 2-1. And you know, Coach Cresswell's got to be pretty happy about that. He told me that he would not be surprised if we won only 1 out of our first 6 or 7 games. From your observations, what positive things do you see about our Eagles this year?
Well, the best thing we have is our depth. It almost looks like he's got 8, maybe 10 ball players he can put out there without losing very much. Of course, the key question is eligibility. As I told our fans, but we have much stricter academic requirements than the PIAA, and it's harder for our players to remain eligible. And eligibility, I think, is going to be a big question this year.
It already has. 2 of our players next week. You told me 1. It actually is 2. Are not going to be with the team. And tonight, right, a young man who impressed me, Darnell Carroll, is sick with some of the sickness that's going around our school. He will not be here. Coach Cresswell has also made an interesting change in the starting lineup. The little spark plug guard, 5'9" Art Moon from Eastern, is going to be replaced in the starting Sean Scanlon. What do you think Coach Cresswell's thinking might be about this?
I don't know, I didn't talk to him, maybe you did, but I think maybe Art Moon gets a little too cute out there, and sometimes he tries to do it all himself, but I'm not sure.
Hey, this is going to be a bigger Eagle team, and it certainly puts more pressure on Brian Tolliver. But you know, one of the nice things about this team this year is Harry Allen can swing into that back court. You know, he's 6'3", he knows how to handle the ball, and he's a real asset back there.
Well, Jim, you know, most of the Norristown players look like they could play backcourt if they had to. What's going to be, though, if Central Bucks West did scout us, are they going to start pressing us from the very beginning?
I asked Coach...
And not wait till the second
I
half.
asked John that, and he just laughed. He said, what would you do if you had been watching? I said, I'd be right out there from the first second with the press.
But, you know, you need an experienced ball club to press another team.
Yeah.
And if they're missing a couple key players who are on that football team, maybe they won't be able to do it.
Yeah, I ran into assistant coach Earl Mistral yesterday in the hallway, and his one comment was that they were going to work all day, and they did. Yesterday at practice, they spent the entire session drilling at press. And what John said tonight was, what they tried to do was they got too cute. They tried to dribble and break the press, and you can't do that because a team will trap you.
And, Jim, the only way to learn to handle a press is to play against one. Practice just isn't the same thing.
Just about ready for tip-off, fans. We will be back with the starting lineups and the national anthem in just a moment. We're back here at the Eagles Gymnasium. Tip-off is just a minute or 2 away. The starting lineups are being introduced. For the visiting Central Bucks West team, 3 starters back from last year. Number 42, John Brabazone, 6'3" starter up front. And number 50, Eric McCauley, also 6'3". And I remember both those guys, Frank, and they're good ball players. In the backcourt, number 14, David Finkbinder, a 5'11" guard. Two 10th graders starting, going with a young squad. Number 44, Gabe Royal, a 6'3" 10th grader, and number 45, a 6'2" 10th grader, Jeff Klein. Not a small team for Central Bucks West, Frank.
No, it's going to be interesting to see how John tries to play them. I suspect he will start out with a 2-3 zone and just kind of wait to see what happens.
The Eagles tonight will be opening with a little bit bigger lineup than they've played and that they've opened with in the past. And we will give you that lineup just as soon as the national anthem is over. Frank, I think I missed Eagles cheerleaders singing the national anthem, which had become torsion last year.
Well, maybe by the end of the season, we'll get them to do it.
For the Eagles,
I'll talk to the coach and see what she can do.
Okay. Opening for the Eagles tonight will be their biggest team. Number 12, Harry Allen, 6'3" 11th grader. Number 22, John Cresswell, 6'3" 11th grader. Number 34, 6'3" 11th grader, Derek Perry. The only two seniors, number 15, Sean Scanlon, 6'3", 32, Brian Tolliver.
Excuse me, Jim. I expect Norristown to start out in a zone, but if they can show they have more speed, they might go man-to-man.
Jumping center is number 44, Royal. And the Eagles control with Harry Ackord. Underneath for Perry right away, and we have a foul immediately. Looks like it's on number 50, Eric McCauley.
Well, Jim, you wonder about an early foul like that, especially if they're missing a few players. You wonder how much experience they have on the bench if they get into foul trouble.
Well, they have one, their coach told me before the game, one player, Larry Hebling, that he brings off the bench right away. So you know that he does not consider himself to have that depth. And Frank, there's an advantage. Allen finds that open man underneath right away, ball into Perry. 1 out of 2, Eagles out 1-0 in the early going. 14 is Finkbinder with the ball up at the top of the key, looking around for some help. Bounce pass goes, Harry Allen hits it out. Pass is aimed at Brabazon.
Eagles set up in a 2-3 zone.
There goes the pass going all the way back. Brabazon in the hand of Finkbinder. And Brabazon 42, Finkbinder 14, and McCauley 50 are the three veterans for Central Bucks. Number 45, Klein, and number 44, Royal are the new people. There's McCauley looking, comes inside to Royal, shot is up, he's got it. Short jumper, ball was hitting the way up, but Royal maintained control and got the shot off.
Bucks are playing a 2-3. Apparently they're not going to press initially.
There's Cresswell, and Cresswell did something we liked the other day, Frank. He was getting shots off. Shot missed by Allen. Perry with a rebound. He's got it underneath. Derek Perry had a strong rebounding game last time with 11 rebounds. Starts off right where he left off the last time. McCauley out to Finkbinder, fakes the shot, in foul line, jumper up, off the boards, no good. This time it's Harry Allen up high. And Allen can do it all for the Eagles. On the move, finds Kressler with a drive. Over to Perry, with Derek Perry in the early going has 5 quick points as the Eagles go off 5-2 with 6:35 left in the first period. McCauley with a left-hand dribble comes cross court to Brabazon. Brabazon there to Klein in the corner. Shot up good, wide open shot. Jeff Klein, 10th grader, makes it 5-4 Eagles in the early going. Tolliver back quickly over to Allen. Allen finds Cresswell in the corner. Cresswell looks for the shot this time. It's up, no good. Scanlon on the rebound, around, no good. That's one thing we've noticed, Frank, early. I think it's some of that 2 years layoff that Sean has. He doesn't appear to feel confident when he shoots.
Well, Jim, he is a football player, too.
There's Brabazon on the fake. Jump shot up. He's got it. Central West up 1, 6-5 in the early going. Bucks 3 for 4 in their shooting. You shoot 75%, you're not going to lose many games. Tolliver to Cresswell to Allen. Allen looks for the shot, comes back out to Cresswell. Over to Tolliver, who's up at the top of the key. To Cresswell to Allen in the right-hand corner. They find Scanlon underneath. Scanlon turns with a jumper, off no good. Battle underneath, ball controlled by number 44 Royal, center for Central Bucks. To Brabazon to Finkbinder up in the corner. Here's McCauley. McCauley with a jump. He's got it. 3-pointer, Eric McCauley. 9-5 lead for the Bucks. 5:15 left in the first quarter. Tolliver down. Cresswell on the dribble over to Allen. Allen goes cross court to Tolliver. Back to the top of the key to Cresswell. Over to Allen. Allen on the fake with a drive. Layup. Harry Allen. Eagles down by 2, and Cresswell wants him to press, I think. Finkbinder on the dribble. There's McCauley. Fakes the shot. Comes on the move. Out to Finkbinder. Cresswell goes for the steal. Misses it. Inbound to Royal, and there we're going to have a foul. I think it's probably on Cresswell.
Jim, I think the way Central Bucks is playing defense, somebody on the Eagles is going to have to start taking those outside shots. They're giving us a free shot from just inside the 3-point circle. Somebody's going to have to start shooting the ball from there.
Finkbinder on the inbound. There's McCauley. McCauley driving in. He was contested there by Perry. Battle for the rebound. Tolliver comes up with it to Allen. Allen stops for the jumper. He's got it from the foul line. Tie game, 9-all, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Here comes Finkbinder. Finkbinder and Klein in the back court. Finkbinder on the dribble. Tolliver is out to play him. Here goes Brabazon. Brabazon almost loses it. Tolliver battling him. Save attempt. Cresswell's got the on the steal. Cresswell coming down, finds Allen. Allen on the move. Strong move to the basket. Ball is blocked by Brabazon. Good defensive play. Finkbinder up court to McCauley. McCauley on the drive, stripped of the ball. We've got a foul against the Eagles.
You know, Jim, I don't think CB West has the speed or the depth to press us, and I guess that's what their coach decided. We do look significantly faster than they do, and if they're going to press us without fouling quite a bit, they're just not going to be able to do it. They aren't fit, and they would start fouling us, and they don't have the depth.
That foul was on Harry Allen. McCauley's going to be shooting 2. First shot is up, breaks the tie. Bucks by 1, 10-9. Is that a second basket? Make that 4. Basically, so you can let the score. Same with Joe. Make that 5. You follow what I mean? That way I can go. McCauley ready with a second. It's up. He's good. McCauley has 5 and almost an interception. Here comes a 3-on-1 break. Cresswell the bounce pass to Scanlon's up. He's got it. Eagles tie it at 11. A little bit under 4 minutes. Finkbinder up. McCauley looks for the shot. Doesn't have it. Back out to Finkbinder. Finkbinder on the dribble. Over to McCauley in the corner. No shot. McCauley comes outside again to Finkbinder on the right-hand side. In the corner, McCauley. McCauley on the move. Jumper up. He's got it. And McCauley has 7 points in the early going here. Bucks by 2. Tolliver down court quickly. Harry Allen with the ball. Allen on the right-hand dribble, and there's a bad play. There's something that Cresswell does not want. We have an offensive foul against McCauley.
I think he's
and Harry Allen is down. That's McCauley's second foul, Frank, which certainly is not going to help the Bucks. And Frank, that pass by Harry Allen, he tried an around-the-back pass. I think Luckily, Coach Cresswell can't jump off the bench with that broken foot. There goes Cresswell over to Allen. Allen three. Off the rim, shot, Scanlon battling, but Royal with the rebound to Finkbinder. Finkbinder on the dribble up court. Looks for McCauley. Comes around. Tolliver goes for the steal, misses Finkbinder with a shot. Way off, Scanlon with the rebound to Tolliver. Tolliver finds Cresswell. Cresswell on the drive. Ball blocked away by Brabazon. Perry up on the inside move. He's got it. Game tied at 13. Strong move by Perry. Brabazon for Frank for such like a very good defensive player. He's had a couple of blocks in the early going.
Yeah, certainly.
McCauley with a three, no good. Cresswell on the rebound. And the Bucks get one shot. Cresswell on the drive to Tolliver, jumper, 10 feet, no good. Strong off the board, rebound Royal. Royal to Finkbinder. Finkbinder controlling on the dribble, takes the jumper from outside around. He's got it. Bucks by 2. Royal hitting from 18, or excuse me, Finkbinder from 18 feet. Here comes Tolliver. Tolliver on the dribble to Cresswell over the corner to Allen. Allen throws the three, no good. Allen on the rebound. Finds Scanlon. Ball is blocked by Klein.
You know, Jim, Central Bucks seems to have a really well-drilled, disciplined team. And I guess because some of them, it must be, their football team is certainly the best drilled, best disciplined team I've ever seen, and I guess it carries over to the basketball team.
McCauley with a strong rebound. Number 11, Larry Heblin is in the lineup. There goes McCauley on the drive, comes back outside to Brabazon. Brabazon looks cross court to Heblin. Heblin over to Finkbinder. Very patient. Heblin looks for a shot, doesn't have it. Back to Finkbinder. Over to McCauley on the right-hand side in front of the Eagles bench. Into Royal. Royal on the fake. Contested there by Perry. Bounce pass. Tolliver almost got it. Ball stolen that time. 2-on-1 trap to Cresswell. Cresswell to Tolliver. Tolliver on the drive. Yes. Eagle fast break. Just the way
Beautiful
you draw it.
Fast break.
Eagles tied 15 all. Minute and 15 coming up in the first quarter. Finkbinder gives it to Royal. Royal looks underneath. Back to Finkbinder. Finkbinder for the three. Off the board. Perry with a high rebound. Back to Allen. Allen on the move, doesn't waste any time. Looks for the shot, fakes on the drive. Allen on the move, yes. And Frank Derry almost lost control of the ball. Got it from the left to the right hand. There goes Brabazon, yes, jump shot in right over number 24, Condi Bates, who is in the game for the Eagles. Tolliver to Allen. Allen to Cresswell, short jumper 10, no. Perry with the Bates with the rebound. Bates up again, follows, he's got it. Condi Bates, strong off the board. Eagles by 2, 19-17 with 27 seconds left. And the Eagles have gone to full court pressure. Finkbinder loses it out of bounds. Pressure takes its toll right away. Eagles maybe will set up for the last 23 seconds left.
I think with their depth, if Cresswell keeps shooting players in and out, Central Bucks is going to tire out. They just don't have the depth.
I agree with you. There goes Allen, looks in, no shot, back to Tolliver, 12 seconds. Eagles definitely holding. You usually should start looking for your shot with about 10 seconds left. It's down to 5. And the Eagles have almost waited too long now. There goes the pass to Cresswell. Open for the 12-foot jumper, too strong. Buzzer sounds. Score at the end of the first period. Norristown 19, the Bucks of Central Bucks West 17. And the Bucks, Frank, are hanging tough. And one of the things we're beginning to see, I don't think there's a pushover in our conference this year.
No, I think there's going to be a lot of close games in our conference. Nobody has any truly outstanding players. Most teams are very well balanced. And the interesting game will be Tuesday night when we play North Penn, who has just about their entire team coming back here. Last year, they only had one senior on the team.
Norristown cheerleaders right in front of us. That Kowalski wasn't in class. I wonder if she came to school late. It'll be sent. Central Bucks will inbound the ball to start the second quarter. Close ball game so far. Inbound pass comes to Finkbinder. Finkbinder with control. He will be going to the line for one. Eagles lead again by 2, 21-19.
And I'll tell you, Bates is really good at getting position under there, knowing where he is, blocking out. He's a good ball player.
Foul shots up by Bates, good. Eagles by 3. Norristown puts up full court pressure, and this should take its toll, Frank, with a lack of bench now. Here comes Finkbinder. Finkbinder on the dribble. There he goes. He's got his man now. Ball is hit by Norristown, and really we're lucky that that pass did not come to the man, because I think they had a 3-on-1 break that time. There goes Finkbinder. Eagles playing a 2-1-2 press. Ball is in the hands of Brabazon. Over to McCauley, and there's the corner man with a long shot. Three-pointer up. McCauley has it. McCauley has 10 already of the 22 points for Central Bucks. Eagles back quickly in the hands of Cresswell. On the right side of Tolliver. Allen up above the key. Comes across to Cresswell. Over to Tolliver. To Allen. Good ball move. Yes. Derek Perry missed it. Bates on the rebound. Ball blocked. Cresswell up. No good. Ball comes back to Tolliver. Jump shot. Thought better. Comes back outside. Finds Allen up above the key. Looks for the shot. Doesn't have it. Cresswell does. Shot in and out. McCauley with the rebound. And you want to see Cresswell start making that shot so he doesn't get timid.
I think so. Somebody's got to start making those 10-foot, 12-foot jump shots.
Brabazon on the fake. Comes outside to Finkbinder. Finkbinder on the dribble underneath. Knight finds Royal. And the Bucks go up by 2, 24-22. 6:20 left here in the half. Tolliver, three-point shot up. No good. Strong. Bates, rebound. He's got it. Condi Bates, strong off the boards. Ball game is tied once again. Eagle pressure. Finkbinder up. Finds the man in the center, Brabazon. Brabazon over to Royal. Royal up. Ball was hit temporarily by Bates. Lost out of bounds by Tolliver. Good defensive play that time by Bates.
And you know, with Bates in there, I think we can afford to take those outside shots.
Inbound pass stalled by Bates. Bates to Cresswell. Eagles 3-on-1. There goes Allen. Allen to Perry. Perry with a shot. And Perry hit the board that time with his hand. Can get hurt that way. Comes Brabazon over to Hebling. Bucks handle the press. Finkbinder has it. The ball has been hit. There he goes. Short jumper, 10 feet. He's got it. Tie game at 26. About 4 left in the half. There goes Tolliver off on the left. Over to Allen at the top of the key with a 3. Shot is up, around, no good. Cresswell in for the rebound. Comes off. Back to Allen. Allen fakes this time to Tolliver. Tolliver the jumper, up, in and out. Bates, great, nice play. Condi Bates that time. Strong off the board. Found Cresswell underneath. Cresswell fouled.
And I'll tell you, Bates really has some natural talent. He's got good peripheral vision. He's just a pretty decent all-around ball player.
Foul on Brabazon. That's his first. Cresswell to the line, shooting 2. Eagles bring in Art Moon, who started the first 3 games, and now comes in for Brian Tolliver. Cresswell hits that shot. Eagles by 1, 27-26. Second shot up around, no good. Off the board, it's Hebling. Good position. Finkbinder up court. Finds Royal. Royal loses, finds Hebling. Hebling to Brabazon. Brabazon back to Hebling. Hebling up for a 3-pointer. Off the board, no good. Royal battles underneath, but Perry comes off with the ball. To Allen. Allen on the dribble. Allen finds Cresswell. Cresswell with a short jumper. He's got it. John Cresswell Jr. 3 points for Cresswell. And he started scoring the last game. Up to McCauley. Eagles by 3. McCauley has the jumper. No good. Battle for the boards. Bates outside to Allen. Allen moving down. Bates stops the 10-footer. He's got it. Eagles by 5. 31-26. Eagles shooting well tonight, Frank. Hope that doesn't put the jinx on them. Ball stolen. There goes Harry Allen again to Moon. Moon with a fake. Back to Perry. Ball stolen by Finkbinder. And we're going to have a foul on Moon. And there's what we call, Frank, our frustration foul.
Yeah, you know, the more we run, though, the more tired the Central Bucks players are getting. And this may pay off in the second half.
Brian Tolliver replacing Cresswell. We go to our speedy backcourt with Tolliver and Moon. Inbound pass comes up to McCauley to Finkbinder. They break the press. He finds Royal. Allen comes sailing, makes what looked like a block, but he must have hit part of the hand because we have a foul on Harry Allen.
From the ref's position, I don't know how he could have seen that. Looked to me like he got all ball, but the ref was closer than I was.
Second foul on Allen. Cresswell off the bench quickly to some. Coach Cresswell not going to let anybody get in foul trouble here with a little bit over 4 minutes left in the first half. This is Royal, 10th grader, one of two of them who are starting for the Central Bucks West team. Royal misses the shot. Royal on the line, ready with his second one. Eagles by 5. Royal on the dribble, ready. Shots up, no good. Strong off the board. Battle underneath. Bates with the rebound. Over to Tolliver. Eagles running again. Tolliver looks down. No break that time. He's smart to set it up. Perry in the corner. Jumper inside. Derek Perry. 11 points for Perry in the early going. Pass up to Brabazon. Press is broken to McCauley. McCauley, strong move, and we got a foul. It's going to be on Brian Tolliver. And that's when you break that press, you do find open men.
That's a good foul, though, as long as you don't let the man get the shot off.
Now, what you said earlier, Frank, I think is going to hold true. They're going to break that press, but you pay a price when you break that press in stamina. And unless they can bring some people off the bench to relieve these starters, by the fourth quarter, I think they're going to be sucking wind.
Yeah, I think it's noticeable now. Those guys are really huffing and puffing out there.
This may be accounting for the foul shooting now starting to miss. McCauley's shot no good. You're going to have to write this down. In the lineup for the Eagles, replacing Cresswell, Alfonso Giddens, 6'2", 11th grade. And once again, Cresswell's going to that bench. Shot controlled by Perry, because right now the Eagles have 3 non-starters in the game. Tolliver coming down, pass knocked out by Hebling. Tolliver looked for Bates that time. It's Tolliver, Bates, Perry, Moon, and
have the depth. They're slower than we are to begin with, and they don't have the players to put in to give their starters a breather.
Here's number 13, Rashid Green, in another sub, and John is going deep. Green up at the top of the key with the defense. The ball over to Hebling. Hebling with a jumper up, strong off the board, no good. Here comes the Eagles. It's Moon. Moon on the dribble, finds Giddens. Giddens on the move, and we're going to have a foul. No, we're not. Up and down on Giddens. And we have a timeout. So move quick. Finkbeiner finds Hebling. Hebling finds Rogel underneath. There goes the move. We may have a walk, a travel. Yes, we do.
And you can see the amount of energy they need just to bring the ball up. So once they get it up there, to shoot the ball, they just don't have the energy.
Gabe Rogel, the 10th grader that time on the walk, and you can see the Eagles got back quickly. There's Giddens. No shot, no good. Battle shot. Derek Perry. Eagles by 8. 2:10 left in the half. Pass comes up to Brabazon. There goes the trap. He made it up to Hebling. Hebling over. It's Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner looking for McCauley. Has him in the corner. McCauley on the drive. Finds Rogel. Ball blocked out of bounds by the Eagles.
Jim, you ought to just watch Bates. Watch his eyes when he plays defense.
The pass inside, Battle. Bates almost had it. Here comes Finkbeiner. And there again, the contestant with Bates. There's Rogel up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bates. And I think Norristown is beginning to intimidate Central Bucks a little underneath. Ball is to Green. Green's going to fire the jumper. He's got it. Rashid Green from 15 feet. Eagles are back by 10 with 1:29. Brabazon up to McCauley. McCauley with a jumper shot up. McCauley has it. McCauley looks awfully dependable with that shot. Moon back for the Eagles. Slowing it down just a little bit. 1:14 left. Moon to Green. Green waiting to find Perry. Perry clears right-hand corner, three-pointer up. He's got it. Derek Perry, and he is having himself a night.
They're going to have to do something about their zone if they're going to stop Perry.
Perry has...
But they can't stay in that tight zone and let him shoot from there all night.
Excuse me there, Frank. Perry with 18 points here. Quite a first. Central Bucks threw the ball away. There comes Moon outside. over to Green. 55 seconds left. Eagles by 11. Cross court to Perry. Perry has the hot hand. He misses this time, and it's Brabazon. And Hebling had to move this time, but they couldn't. There's a steal. Not bad. Giddens. Giddens on the drive all the way. Alphonse Gibbon. No. Bates. Ball blocked by Brabazon. We have a foul.
It's a good foul. It was a sure basket, so he doesn't let him get the ball up there.
Condi Bates will be going to the line, shooting 2.
I think Central Bucks, as they go out on Perry, they leave Bates under there. He's going to be the problem. I think Bates got poked in the eye on that one. Or he's got a cut or something.
Brabazon with his second foul for Central Bucks.
I think Bates, excuse me, Jim. I think Bates got a cut over his eye.
Here comes trainer Dennis Flynn, who is certainly a valuable addition to the short jumper. He's got it. Got 5 seconds left. Here comes Moon, hurrying to the ball. He's going to throw up the long shot. No good. And here at half, Eagles 45, Central Bucks West 35. Close first half, Frank. Eagles put on the pressure, move out to a 10-point lead. But the thing that Coach Cresswell now has to remind them, hey guys, we were up by 17 Wednesday night, and we almost lost the game.
That's right. Fortunately, I don't see that Central Bucks can piss Chester Henderson, and you'll see groups of cheerleaders from all over the competing. And what they're going to do for us at halftime, they're going to go through their routine. This is kind of like their dress rehearsal for the competition tomorrow. Unfortunately, they want to do their routine facing the crowd, which means for the most of it, they're going to have their backs to the camera. But here they come, the Norristown cheerleaders. Norristown cheerleaders are led by seniors Jennifer Seda, Dawn Rittenhouse, Charity Iggins, and Sherry Prince. The remainder of the Norristown cheerleaders are Tiffany Bush, Jill Kinkner, Hauser. We have Deanne DeLuca, D'Amica Vaughn, Danielle Baker, Fawn Doward, and Natalie Clipsham. What they make look easy, I can assure you, requires hours of practice. Those cheerleaders probably practice more than any of our athletic teams. Norristown cheerleaders, and we wish them luck tomorrow. Again, it's going to be at Westchester Henderson High School, 10 o'clock in the morning, the Westchester High School Invitational Cheerleading Competition.
Must be tough doing that, Frank, because you'll notice that there was one knee bandage, a couple wrist bandage.
Yeah.
So we think of cheerleading as a nice, easy thing, but we know better than that. You can see these young ladies practicing almost every day after school. It takes a lot of work to perform like that.
Okay, we're going to take a break now, and we'll see you all at the start of the second half.
Welcome back to the Eagles Gymnasium, Norristown High School fans. We're here with the first half statistics. For the visiting Central Bucks West team, John Brown, 6 points, 4 assists, 2 fouls. And that 2 fouls could be a problem. They do not have any depth. David Finkbeiner with 4, the big star for them, number 50, 6'3" Eric McCauley with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, but he also has 2 fouls. Gabe Rogel with 4, Jeff Klein with 2, and Larry Hebling with 2 also scored for Central Bucks. For Norristown, Harry Allen with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. John Cresswell Jr., 3 points. Brian Tolliver, 2 points. Sean Scanlon, 2 points. 7 points, and the big figure, 9 rebounds for Condi Bates in the early going. And Rashid Green with 4, Tony Bonds with 1, and the big gun for the Eagles in the first period, Derek Perry with 18 points and 6 rebounds, a monstrous first half. Harry Allen, Brian Tolliver, 2 fouls apiece, the only ones in any kind of foul trouble. Frank, what do we look for the Eagles here in the second half?
Well, I don't look for the Eagles to do anything different. I think Central, not much they can do. They don't have the depth or speed to press us. I think they're just going to have to hope they get a little more shooting from their other players. They just need someone else to start scoring.
Eagles inbounding have gone back to their starting lineup. Scanlon, Cresswell, Tolliver, Perry, and Allen. And it's interesting, the Eagles' depth as they brought in the subs was what helped get them the lead. There goes the inbound Perry. Perry around, he's got it. Assist Harry Allen with a nice bounce pass. Ball comes over to McCauley. McCauley with a jumper. High, and he's got it. Eagles still by 10 here in the early going of the second half. 47-37 Norristown. Scanlon over to Tolliver. Tolliver on the outside. Reverse dribble. Comes to Harry Allen. Allen goes back to Tolliver. Up high, it's Cresswell in front of the Eagles bench. Into Allen. Allen on the drive. Finds Scanlon underneath. And
I don't
almost looked like Harry Allen.
Scanlon wasn't expecting the ball.
You really have to be alert. Harry Allen has very good, what we call, I guess, court vision. And he sees the open man, so you've constantly got to be ready for that incoming pass. There we're going to have a foul on Cresswell outside as he's contesting him out by the center line.
You know, I noticed, Jim, CB West in their defense is coming out to pick up the men. They're just staying in that tight zone. They set up in a zone, but then they're coming out on the man with the ball.
Brabazon on the dribble, looks for Finkbeiner. Perry comes out to put pressure, and Brabazon has to wait for Finkbeiner to come toward him. There goes Finkbeiner on the dribble over to McCauley. McCauley to Klein underneath. Klein loses the ball. And here comes Allen. Allen loses the ball, but it goes off the back of Rogel. And it's going to be the Eagles' ball as they maintain control. Be Allen and Tolliver. You know, Frank, we were kind of surprised about Central Bucks not using a press, but they simply couldn't do it with their lack of depth.
No depth and insufficient speed.
There goes Cresswell outside to Allen. Allen on the drive, underneath, finds Tolliver for the short jumper. No good. Scanlon, strong rebound. Looks over for Perry, has him underneath. Perry with a bucket. Perry now with 22 points.
And there's Norristown pressing.
Well, Norristown can do it because they've got the bench. Rogel shot is up short. Scanlon with the rebound. Outlet pass to Allen. Allen on Brabazon. Stops with a jumper. No good. Finkbeiner with a rebound. Coming back strong. Rogel is with him. Almost taken by Allen. There goes Klein with a long shot. Way off. McCauley on the boards over Scanlon. McCauley on the short jumper. Up, no good. And it's Cresswell coming in with a rebound. Cresswell pushing up to Tolliver. Not wasting any time. The Eagles are keeping that ball on the move.
Jim, I think the idea of Norristown's press is more out Central Bucks than to really get the ball.
Definitely,
I think it's just to wear them down.
Definitely a good idea. Time ball was on the end line. Harry Allen. Klein comes back over to Brabazon. Finkbeiner outside with him. In the corner to McCauley. McCauley goes underneath the Rogel. And I don't think Central Bucks has gotten much of anything from inside. It's McCauley shooting from outside. And there goes a block by Allen. Tolliver comes off with the ball. Tolliver on the move to Perry. Perry on the dribble underneath. He's got it. Eagles 51, Central Bucks West 37 here in the early going. Brabazon finds Rogel. Rogel with a short jumper. He's got it. That's one of the few times they've gotten that shot underneath there, close in. Tolliver not wasting any time, coming back, finds Cresswell. Cresswell to Allen. Allen with a jumper from the foul line, around out, no good. Brabazon with a rebound over to Finkbinder. Finkbinder coming down quickly. Stops for the jumper from the foul line. Up, he's got it. Central Bucks back trailing by 10, 51-41.
Central Bucks is depending totally on their outside shooting, which I can understand.
There goes a pass inside, stolen by McCauley, stolen back by Allen
nice
to Perry.
pass.
Perry in with a layup. He's got it. And Derek Perry already has 26 points tonight as the Eagles are up by 12. Pass comes down to Klein. Klein cross court to Brabazon. And that cross court pass has actually been blocked a couple times by Eagle. Klein from outside for a three. He now has 5. Bucks back within 9. Eagles moving up with Tolliver. Tolliver on the right-hand dribble coming up to the circle. Looks for Cresswell. Cresswell finds Allen at the foul line. Allen on the dribble, cross to Cresswell. Cresswell the jumper from 15, he's got it. John Cresswell Jr. 5 points for Cresswell. Nice shot as he was open. There go kick into Brabazon, and Brabazon's a good player, but right now, Frank, he looks a little tired.
Yeah, there's a couple players out there for Central Bucks look a little bit tired. I noticed Condi Bates has a good-sized patch over his eye. He must have caught someone's fingernail.
Ball, Tolliver dribbles off, and here comes number 20, Tony Bonds, off the bench for the Eagles. He's replacing Scanlon.
We're seeing quite a few new faces tonight, Jim.
Well, he's played a little bit before, but Cresswell is not reluctant to go to his bench night. And you know, Frank, that because the more you can get these guys playing early, when you really need them, if they get in foul trouble or they have eligibility problems, you're going to have the guys who have the experience, and that's really going to help our team. 2 shots missed by Central Bucks. There's Harry Allen. Jump shot off, no good. Rebound comes right out to McCauley to Finkbinder. Finkbinder on the dribble. 3-on-2. Stops. Ball is hit that time, I think, by Allen. Tolliver controls to Perry. Perry finds 2 guys. They lose, but right back to Perry. He's got the ball and 28 points. And Frank, Perry just is finding himself underneath that basket all alone most of the time.
Yeah.
Here comes Finkbinder on the dribble, on the move. Reverse spin by McCauley, no good. Ball controlled by Bonds. Bonds to Allen. Not wasting any time. Allen all the way to the basket. Left-hand dribble. We're going to have a charging foul on Harry Allen. Let's see what they do with the basket. I believe was waved off. No basket.
So the charge was in the act of shooting rather than after the shot.
There's the pressure. Brabazon coming down court. Over to McCauley. McCauley with a 3. He's got it. And Eric McCauley now has 22 points. Bucks back by 10. Allen on the strong move underneath. Perry battling him underneath. Perry's got it for the layup. Points, Derek Perry. There goes McCauley on the drive. No. Perry off the ball. We're going to have a hack on McCauley. And that's McCauley's 3rd foul, and that could be a significant figure in just a little bit.
While we have this break, our camera people tonight are Ritu Kaura and Denise Raimondo. And our statistician tonight is Derek Kofke.
There's a long pass underneath. Bonds, out with the jump. Perry from outside. Ball has hit that Brabazon. Good defensive play. McCauley out with it to Finkbinder. Finkbinder over to Hebling. Hebling with a 3. No good. And there's Rogel. And Rogel might have gotten away with a push on that rebound. Gets the bucket. Rogel. Eagles by 10 with 1:35 left here in the 3rd quarter. Bonds wide open at the foul line. Shot up, nothing but twine. Eagles back by 12, 61-49. Finkbinder with a foul, good. Off the bench is number 13, Rashid Green. coming in for Cresswell. Eagles have an 11-point lead with 1 minute and 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot by Finkbinder, good. Lead cut down to 10 again, but that's exactly what the Eagles came into the third quarter with. And the Bucks try to put full court pressure. Green on the move, tries to go all the way, and that's exactly what Cresswell wants to see. Cresswell wants to see passing down there. Here comes Finkbinder out on the dribble. Finkbinder slows it up, over to Brabazon. Perry tries to get the steal, and now we're going to have a foul. Foul is on Green, number 13. His first. Not in the shooting situation left, and it will be Hebling going over to take the ball in. No, Finkbinder will handle the out-of-bounds pass. Goes in the backcourt to Rogel. Rogel comes right, gives it to Finkbinder, who will be on the dribble moving up court. There goes Finkbinder. Can't find anybody, looks for McCauley. Back to Finkbinder. Eagle putting good pressure on. Over to McCauley. McCauley on the drive. No good. Rebound, Hebling. Hebling follows. Full court pressure by the Bucks. 53. Bucks trail by 8. Here comes the pressure with 35 seconds left in the third quarter. To Allen. And the ball is taken away by McCauley. Taken back by Bonds. Lost to McCauley. McCauley on the move. Finds Finkbinder. Foul on Allen. That's going to be Allen's fourth. And Cresswell's going to have to get him out. John Cresswell Jr. immediately off the bench.
It looked like Norristown had something ready to set up against the press. But I see that the Central Bucks West is going to have the stamina to press him, but we'll see. This is only an 8-point ball game. This is not wrapped up by any means.
Finkbinder on the line makes the first to cut the margin to 7. This is reminiscent of the other night, Frank. Finkbinder ready. Second shot is up. He's got it. Eagles by 5, 26. Eagles by 6, 26 seconds left. Here comes Green. Green on the move. Green stops, fires the jumper. He's got it. And Green has come off the bench to score 6. Eagles by 8, 13 seconds. Bucks will wait for a shot. There goes the ball to McCauley, outside to Finkbinder. Finkbinder, nothing there, looking over at Hebling. Hebling launches the 3. Too strong, no good. And there's the buzzer. Bucks down by 8. Eagles 63. He used everybody that he wanted to make sure all of them had practice against him.
And the Norristown cheerleaders, again, as I said, they're going to be at Westchester Henderson, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the Westchester Invitational cheerleading competition. Cheerleaders led by seniors Jennifer Seda, Dawn Rittenhouse, Charity Higgins, and Sherry Prince.
Bucks with the ball right in front of us. We begin the fourth quarter. Finkbinder handling. Eagle to their zone. Finkbinder with a long shot. No good. Cresswell strong off the board. Contested underneath. Breaks out with it. Here he comes on the dribble. Up the right side. Cresswell slows it down. We'll look for Moon outside. Moon with the ball. Moon tries. Out to Cresswell. Cresswell to Green. Green looks for the shot. Up. No good. Battle. Strong. That was Bonds. Loses the ball underneath to Brabazon. Over to Finkbinder. Bounce pass to McCauley. Back to Finkbinder. Brabazon with the 3. No good. McCauley tries to battle, but it's Moon. 5-9 off the board. On the break. Finds Perry. Perry to the basket.
Oh, nice move by
We're going to have a blocking foul on Brabazon. That's the third foul on Brabazon. Perry strong to the board with his move. Derek Perry now has 32 points for the Eagles. Eagles back to their 10-point lead, which is what it was at halftime. Shot is up. He's got it. Eagles by 11. Eagles have pulled their defense back now, and they're going to let Central Bucks bring the ball up court. In fact, Cresswell keeps saying, back up. Brabazon court course to McCauley. And McCauley is certainly the guy they want to see taking the 3-pointers. Rogel with a spin jumper. He's got it. Rogel with 10. Bucks back within 9 now. Here comes Moon with the ball. Over to Green. Green back to Moon. Moon comes in, finds Bonds. Nice pass by Moon. Eagles by 11, and that was a great assist by Art Moon.
Art Moon has a way of making things happen, doesn't he?
Now, the thing we hope is that they're good most of the time. There goes the jumper, no good. Brabazon back with a rebound. He's got it. Looks underneath, nothing there. Bonds comes out. Ball is saved. Brabazon on the battle.
It's got to be walking.
And Cresswell controlling the ball. Finds Moon. Underneath. Ball hit away by Finkbeiner. Knocked out of bounds. Eagles will retain possession to our left in their front court.
I think the refs missed a walking call there when a man's sliding on the court with the ball in his body.
Moon to Perry. Looks for Green. Ball back the way to Brabazon. Here comes Finkbeiner. Spin move. Almost loses it. Looks over, finds Brabazon. Back to Finkbeiner, who is open. On the move, drives in. Foul, reach in, outside. Maybe Cresswell. It's either Cresswell or... It's Bonds, I believe. 6:02 left in the ball game. Eagles up by 11 as the Bucks inbound. Ball stolen by Moon. And he comes quickly. There's Green. Green, nice pass to Perry with a layup. And Frank, one thing I like about Perry, he does not try to hot dog when he comes in. No dunks. He takes that sure layup.
And Jim, one thing I like about the whole team is they're unselfish. They'll hand that off if they feel the other player has a better chance of scoring.
Finkbeiner underneath, finds Rogel. Rogel with the basket. Back to an 11-point margin by the Eagles as we're down to 5:30. And the Eagles have been hanging around that 10 and 11 margin. Cresswell finds Moon. Moon's going to drive. He does. Stops for the short jumper. He's got it. Art Moon with his first two, an 8-footer. The right-hand side of the basket. Here comes Finkbeiner. Eagles back by 13 to Brabazon. Over to Hebling. Hebling comes cross-court to McCauley. McCauley launches a three. No good. And he does. Frank, you notice something? He's got dead feet. He stands there watching the ball and doesn't try to follow up. There goes Finkbeiner, over to Rogel. Rogel with a jumper, no good. Foul's going to be on Green.
I think McCauley's tired, Jim. He's been in there the whole game, and I think he's just a little bit beat. He's off a little on his shot now.
Alfonso Giddens enters the lineup. We haven't seen Bates this second half.
And I notice he's way down the end of the bench. I think it's a case they're not going to put him in if they don't need him. I don't know how bad that cut is over his eye.
I'd like to say a word about our statistician, Frank. Recruited him out of the grandstands tonight. I asked Derek at halftime how he liked it. He's realizing you don't get to watch the game. He's a busy young man over here, and he's doing a good job. You know, Frank, we've got to wonder. We're into our third statistician year already.
Maybe we should start raising their salary.
Either that or we should start bathing before the games, one of the two.
And again, our camera people tonight. Ritu Kaura, a senior at Norristown, an outstanding academic student, and also Denise Raimondo, one of our better academic students.
The only problem with Ritu, everyone on that camera, she gets too deeply involved into the game sometimes. Did you get that, Ritu? McCauley on the move around. He's got the basket. Foul's going to be on Cresswell. And Frank, this is what we saw happening the other night. A 17-point margin whittled down to the point where Downing had a chance to win the game with the last shot. We hope we're not going to see that again this evening.
And this game's far from over. A 9-point lead with 4.5 minutes left. That's nothing.
McCauley on the line for one. Foul shot's up off Perry. Perry with a jumper up. No good. Battle for the board. Harry Allen has it. Easy rebound. No good. Giddens with a battle. There we go. A foul. I'm not sure who it's on. Number 44, Rogel. And it'll be Alfonso Giddens going to the line, shooting two for Norristown.
What we saw there, Jim, was three Norristown players going up and down for that rebound, and no one on Central Bucks.
Giddens yet to score for the Eagles. Will go to the line. And one thing tonight, Frank, every time the Central Bucks West is threatened, the Eagles have come back and moved that margin to double figures. Lead is by 12 now as Giddens makes the first of 2. Ready with a second. Shot up, strong off the rim, no good. Battle for the boards. Giddens control. Ball is taken away by Finkbinder. Over. And we have a same problem now. It must be a contact with McCauley. Either that or he got a finger in the eye also.
While we have this break here, you can hear the Norristown cheerleaders over there. I announced the seniors' names several times. The underclass cheerleaders are Tiffany Bush, Jill Kinkner, Beth Jaworski, Wendy Hauser, Fawn Doward, Dane DeLuca, D'Amica Vaughn, Danielle Baker, Natalie Clipshaw, and Jennifer Caparillo.
McCauley shot up, no good off the rim. Battling for the rebound. Allen has it. He finds Finkbinder, makes the save. Coming down, looking for somebody, finds Brabazon. There goes a long pass to McCauley. McCauley to Rogel. Tolliver there. We may have a walk. No, it's going to be a foul on Tolliver, and if it is, that's his 5th. We'll wait and see who this is. I'm not sure who that. I'm sorry, it's Brian Tolliver's 4th. Rogel going to the line. Shooting 2 for Central Bucks West. Bucks down by 12. Rogel's shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. There's 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the game. Second shot up, he's got it. Eagles still by 11 as time winds down. There goes the pass to Green. 3-on-1 Eagles break. Green going all the way. Ball knocked away by McCauley. We're going to have a foul. I don't think it was McCauley that hit him. I think it was number 11. No, I'm wrong. It is McCauley.
I think you were right, Jim, but the ref was wrong.
McCauley's 4th personal. Eagles inbound. Pass goes into Bates. Tries to move underneath. Ball stolen by Perry. Perry on the move underneath. He's got it. Derek Perry, Frank's having a monstrous game. 39.
39.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't realized that. There goes the bounce pass to McCauley. He's on the move around. He's got the basket, foul on Bates. And Eric McCauley now has 26 points.
Well, hasn't Perry played just about the whole game, though?
Yes.
He's been in there more than anyone else.
Here comes another Eagles player, 6'2", 12th grader, Jason Smith. And Derek Perry comes out of the game to a nice round of applause by the Eagles fan. And I think in the 3 years that we've been doing these games, that may be the most points an Eagle player has scored.
I don't remember that many.
Here comes Harry Allen on the break. Green is with him. Tolliver. Pass goes out of bounds.
I think previous Norristown teams have had such balance in their scoring. We just haven't had one person carry the load.
It's Rogel coming with a jumper. No good off the rim. Strong rebound by Allen. And there's Green way up by himself. He's up 6 foot. Almost missed that layup. Looked like he was thinking about dunking it. Changed his mind.
Make up his mind whether to dunk it or not.
Here comes Michael Dorman off the bench for the Eagles. And Chris McGuigan. Yes, we have an intentional foul.
I hope that's intentional.
It was on Finkbinder, no doubt about it. And the way the Norristown guys wear their shorts, that's a dangerous play. He could have had that guy's shorts down to his ankles.
They have suspenders on under there.
Oh, we're not going to ask to find out. I certainly can't believe that some of them can wear them any lower than what they're wearing them. Green will be on the line. I guess this is 1-1. First shot up, good. Eagles by 14, 80-66. Frank, the Eagles are up at 80 points already. Quite a productive evening.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like that high a scoring game.
Sure didn't. Second shot is no good. 2:08 left. Eagles will have the ball underneath the basket. Here comes Chris McGuigan. And we have a Central Bucks timeout.
You know, before that foul, it was a 12-point lead. That was kind of a stupid foul to give us the shot and the ball back.
I think he realized that they had the basket anyway, so he figured.
But he's giving us the basket and the ball. It's kind of as if he's thrown in the towel as far as the game is concerned.
Well, what happens if players are out there and they don't have that time to stop and reason? They're reacting instinctively, and his instinct said grab him. You know, Frank, we talked about our crew and we talked about these cheerleaders. Another thing we should point out, and you did it with Ritu, a lot of these young ladies are very fine students on top of being out here working so hard and giving of their time.
They certainly are, and you know, I think so.
Allen on the break, he's got it. 10 points for Harry Allen, Eagles 84, Central Bucks 16. Finkbinder coming down. He's throwing a jumper up from outside, he's got it.
And Central Bucks does have some nice outside shooting. They just don't have much of a game underneath.
There's a foul underneath Hebling. There's number 41, Jason Smith. No doubt about that foul. Game for Central Bucks West. And Brabazon goes out. Second shot is missed. Battling for the rebound is Perry. And there's the battle underneath. And it's gold ball. And I think that may have been a mercy call. Into the lineup is Klein. Rogel out for Central Bucks. We're down to 1 minute and 18 seconds. Eagles leading by 18. There's Finkbeiner. Jump shot up. He's got it. 14 points for Finkbeiner. Wallace and McCarley. Spin move, no good. Foul is on McGuigan, his first. And Eric McCauley, who has 26 points, will be going to the line for 2 shots. And Frank, the Eagles cheering section is still making some noise, and I've been after those young people, challenging them that they don't make enough noise and trying to encourage them because it's fun to hear it.
Jim, I remember the days when every game used to be packed. You had to fight a ticket to get in.
And that's a very special atmosphere. You know, there are a lot of comments made about Glen Mills, but I love to see their fans. Those guys cheer and yell the entire game. They do not stop. And they are a force. McCauley on the steal, looks down court to Finkbeiner. McGuigan on the foul. It's an intentional foul. Finkbeiner up.
Oh, that's definitely a technical foul. No need for that. I mean, that's the kind of foul where you could really hurt somebody, put them out for the season.
Finkbeiner will be going to the line, shooting 2. Number 32, Brian Zimmer, is in the lineup for Central Bucks. I think these last couple of players are JV players, Frank, who probably played in the first game. By Finkbeiner's up and good. He's got 15. There are 48 seconds left. The Bucks are down by 13. Second shot up. Shot is good. Bucks will take the ball out underneath their own basket. Margin is at 12. Finkbeiner will inbounds. Finkbeiner comes out deep to Klein. Klein controls. Look for the jumper. Goes Hebling looks for the jumper, but loses the ball. Back to Hebling, launches the 3. Around, no good, out, Bates battling, strong rebound. Comes out to Dorman. Dorman up, loses the ball, and on the double dribble, trying to get the pass off and just could not control. There we go to Klein. It's Klein and Finkbeiner coming down to 30 seconds. Eagles still by 12. Finkbeiner will launch a shot. No good. Rebound Smith, and Smith is a big young man. Zedzi coming up. He's going to shoot the short jumper. John Zedzi has a basket. 5'10", 11th grader, makes it 86-72 Eagles. There's Hebling, loses his feet, comes out to Finkbeiner, challenged by Dorman, foul on number 3, Michael Dorman of the Eagles. Down to 8 seconds. Frank, you know, actually, if all of the Norristown fans that are here would act together and cheer, they could be a pretty formidable group of people.
Yeah, Jim. Of course, I don't know how many over there are students and how many are adults and how many are just fans who come in. You know, there is a group of people that have been coming to our games for as far back as I can remember. It seems like 25 years, the same faces you see at every game. A group of adults.
2 shots that time. Margin is down at 12 again. Here comes Jason Smith. Smith goes high to Bates. Ball over his head, out of bounds with force. Central Bucks West will inbounds. And this should just about be it. Finkbeiner lets the ball go. He's going to dribble. There goes the jumper. Ball is up. He's got it for a 3. Final score, Eagles 86. Central Bucks West 77. Eagles by 9, opening their league challenge this year with a win, and that's exactly what Coach Cresswell and the Eagles
that only had one senior, and they got their whole team coming back, and it should be an interesting game, and I'm glad we play them here at home.
Yes, definitely is an advantage getting these early games at home. You want them there. That's the way we're going to have the most success. We will take a short break and be back with you with final statistics. Back, ladies and gentlemen, with the final stats for the evening. 9-point Eagles victory to open their league season. Eagles 1-0, and that's a good start. For the visiting Central Bucks West team, John Bravazon points and 9 assists. David Finkbeiner coming on strong at the end with 20 points, 6 assists. High scorer Eric McCauley, 26 points and 7 rebounds. Had a very, very strong game. Good 3-point shooter, but I think he tired at the end. Gabe Rogel, 10th grader, finished strong at the end with 16 points and 5 rebounds. Jeff Klein with 5 points. Larry Hebling with 4 points. The big interesting thing to watch with Central Bucks West next time will be what the addition of their football players will make to this team. They certainly tired. For the Eagles of Norristown, opening points, Sean Scanlon, 2 points and 4 rebounds. Condi Bates, 9 points, 11 rebounds, and sitting out most of the second half. Alfonso Gibbons with a point and 4 rebounds. Rashid Green came off the bench to score 11 points, and Tony Bonds had 3 points, giving the Eagles their total of 86. Once again, we invite you here next Tuesday evening when the Eagles will meet a team who has all of its starters back with one exception, North Penn, and that should give us an early view